Welcome to Aspen Yoga, Beginner Yoga. Today's session, we are going to get a deep stretch and release. So what you will need for this class, grab a blanket, any old blanket will do, and a yoga strap. Now, if you do not have a yoga strap, a belt works really nice. So does a tie. Any type of like a strap for your robe works well. Scarves work as long as whatever you choose, jump ropes, preferably no stretch. So we want to stay away from the exercise bands with stretch in them, but if that's all you have, that will work as well. So we're really going to focus on getting a deep stretch and release in this beginner session. So go ahead and gather everything that you need and meet me back on the mat. Welcome back. Go ahead and just set that strap to the side. We're going to sit in easy pose, so just with your legs crossed in front. You are seated upon your blanket, lifting up the hips a little bit, opening up those hip capsules, allowing the knees to drop ever so slightly below the hips. Hands are on your knees, your spine is tall. Let's take a minute here to let our heart rate slow down, to get ready for our practice. Inhaling here and exhale. And as you inhale, fill up your abdomen and your chest. And as you exhale, letting all the air out of your abdomen, letting all the air out of your chest. Inhaling to your fingers and your toes. And as you exhale, your shoulders relax. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Let's go ahead and take whichever leg you want to start with. We're going to extend the legs straight out. Your opposite foot is going to be inside of your hamstring. I want you to turn your hips and your chest towards the toes, keeping the toes pointed towards the ceiling. So I don't want the toes to be pointed out or lazy toes. I want them to be up tall. So engage those muscles. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. And I want you just to forward fold as far as you are comfortable. It is not about necessarily always touching your toes. It is about what you need today. So what do your hamstrings need today? Today my hamstrings just need a nice deep stretch. And as we get into our deep stretch and our release, we're going to hold these stretches for a little bit. So I want you to settle in. And if you notice any tension, let that tension release. Good. Let's go ahead and come up and switch sides. So extending the leg out, tucking the foot in, turning the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale up. And as you exhale, fold. Now I'm folding with a straight back, so I don't want to round the back, so I want to keep the back straight. And as I keep the back straight and I lean forward with the torso, I'm engaging the muscles along the back. So I'm engaging those hamstrings, those calf muscles. One leg may be a little bit tighter than the other. And that is absolutely normal. Release and relax. You might find yourself tensing up a little bit. Just let those muscles release and relax. Good. This time with an inhale, raise everything up. Open and down. Good. Let's go ahead and bring the bottoms of those feet together for a little butterfly. And we are up a little bit higher on that blanket. So I want you to hinge forward at the waist. Know that you may not go as far forward with our hips elevated. Just gazing forward at the floor, keeping the back straight as you take nice deep breaths. With each exhale, allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Good. Let's go ahead and come up. And now I want you to take we're going to get into a deep sit. And to get into that deep sit, I want you to take your blanket, open it up into a wide rectangle here, and I just want you to roll it. So as we roll it, we're going to place that roll at the back of our mat. And what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and stand up, and I want you to place those heels on the outsides of your blanket. I want you to slightly externally rotate. So turning those toes out, inhaling up. And as you exhale, hands come together and I want you to sit. So I want you to take a deep sit here, keeping the spine as tall as you can. And now as we elevate the heels, we loosen up the hips a little bit more. Maybe the shins, the calves can sometimes be preventing us from getting into this deep sit here, deep squat, shall we say, without the heels elevated. If you can sit here comfortably with the heels flat on the floor, please do so. But this is a little bit, gives us a chance to stay here a little bit longer with the comfort of our heels being elevated. You can do a little sway from side to side. We're going to stay here just about 5 more seconds. Good, and as we come up, I want you to bring your hands to the floor, pressing up. Nice. Let's go ahead and step off your blanket and come down onto the floor. Now you can move your blanket to the side. We're going to come onto our hands and knees and we're going to thread the needle. So as we are on our hands and knees in tabletop position, I want you to take the arm that is furthest from me and I want you to open it up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, I want you to bring it through and bring your ear to the floor. My tailbone is up to the sky, getting a nice stretch through the shoulder. Nice deep breaths. And as you press up, switching sides. So we're opening up, we're threading through, ear comes down, chest is open. Good, pressing through your hand, coming up tall. Good. As you take a deep inhale here, and as you exhale, walk your hands out in front. Forehead comes to your mat, tailbone stays tall, resting the forearms, the elbows, the palms of your hands onto the floor. This is puppy. Nice deep breaths. Good, pressing up through your elbows, coming back into that tabletop position. And if you find this is hard on your knees, just grab that blanket. If you have hard on your wrists, you can go ahead and come onto your knuckles. Cat and cow. Round your back, tuck your chin for cat. Looking up, put a sway in the back for cow. So deliberately coming through each vertebrae. Nice. Let's do 2 more into cat and cow. Good. 1 more time, cat and cow. Good. Come back to that neutral spine. Now I want you to take and I want you to tuck your toes underneath behind you, and then I just want you to walk yourself back. And so we are seated upon your heels if you can get there. My arches are a little bit tight today, so we're stretching through the toes. So you control the intensity. Here, if we're feeling too much in the arches, you can sit back a little bit more. Control your intensity by being back or forward. Always a good stretch through the feet. Good, let's go ahead and release. Nice. Let's go ahead and come onto the floor. Bring what you are using for your strap with you. Hug yourself. So let's give ourselves a nice hug. Hug both knees into your chest. Oh, just take some nice deep breaths here. You can do a little side to side if you like. Massaging the lower back. And as you come back to the center, let's go ahead and place the left leg on the floor. Hug your right knee into your chest. Single knee hug. You can get a little bit farther stretch with that single leg and bring the foot down. And switching sides. Hug that knee into the chest. Nice deep breaths. And bring it down. Let's go ahead and take your strap. And you're going to take your strap and you're going to place it. We're going to start with the right side. You're going to place it on your forefoot. All right, so below your toes. Wrap the strap around your hands. And we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So we're just going to start here. You do not need to have the leg locked out. You can, but you can also get a nice hamstring stretch with a slight bend in the knee. Now my upper body is relaxed. I'm not pulling. My shoulders are not up to my ears. Nice deep breaths here. So we are stretching our right leg. I want you to take the strap in the right hand. And I want you to open that right leg to the right. So we're now stretching the inner thigh. The whole left side of my body stays onto the floor. Again, I'm not doing a bicep curl. I'm not hunching my shoulders to my ear. Breathe in through your belly. Good, and as we come back up to the center, we're going to switch hands, not legs. So I want you to take the strap there in your left hand. Move your left leg out of the way, so straighten that left leg. Right leg goes all the way across the left side of your body. That right arm is out to a T, stays on the floor. We're getting a nice stretch all the way along the outside of that leg into the hip. Oh, and I just want you to breathe. Remember releasing any areas of tension. And as you come back to the center, I want you to take the strap in both hands. And I want you to bend your knee and I want you to bring that knee as close as you can to your chest. Good. Pressing up and switching sides. So we'll take everything over to that left side. Remember below the toes, wrapping it around your hands. You do not have to lock that knee out, but if you want to, you can. But remember, a bent knee also gets a nice hamstring and calf stretch. One side may be a little bit tighter than the other, so may need a little bit more attention on one side. And that is normal. Nice deep breaths. Let's go ahead and take the strap in the left hand, and we're going to take that left leg to the outside. Left leg to the outside. Everything on the right stays on the floor. So we're getting a nice adductor, inner thigh, groin stretch. My hand, I'm not pulling with that arm. My shoulder is not. I'm not doing a bicep curl. Good. Let's go ahead and come on up. Switch hands. Move the right leg out of the way. Remember that left hand comes out, so it's straight out of the shoulder joint. Left leg comes across the body. Left shoulder stays on the floor. Nice cross body stretch. Good, and breathe. Good. Go ahead and bring it back to the center. Strap in both hands. Pull that knee towards you. And now I am doing a little bit of a bicep curl. I am pulling that joint into a nice deep hip stretch. Good. Go ahead and release. Nice. Let's go ahead and put our strap to the side. We are done with that strap. And I want you to go ahead and turn and face me. You know what? You got your blanket? Go ahead and let's use that blanket as a little pillow to keep our cervical spine, our neck in line. So my knees are 90. I want you to bring your hands together in front. We're going to do what I call open and close the book. So I want you to take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, open the chest. We're going to open that chest all the way up. Take that arm all the way back as far as you can, keeping your knees to meet. And then we're going to close the book. So we're just going to nice deep open. We're going to do some nice flows here. And bring it back in. Good, open it up. Also getting a nice stretch through our thoracic cavity, which is our chest. And down. We're going to do one more time. Open it up. And bring it down. Good. I want you to go ahead and flip. I'm going to flip so I can always be facing y'all. Same thing on the other side. You will find that one side may be a little bit tighter than the other. We have our blanket here for our cervical support. Knees at 90, hands together. Open them up. Get a nice stretch. And if your hand does not come all the way to the ground, that is okay. Work through your range of motion. We tend to just open it up. Sit a lot, right? We sit a lot at computers. We're on our phones, our devices. So our chest muscles get a little bit tight. This is a great exercise that opens them up. Good. Bring it back to center. We're going to do one more. Open it up. Hold it for a couple of seconds. So open it up. When you get there, just take a couple of deep breaths. This is our last one. Good. Now bring it all the way into the center. All right. Nice job. Good. Let's go ahead and come back onto our back. And you can leave your blanket for cervical support if you like how that feels. Figure 4. So we're going to get now deep into that hip, right? So I want you to cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Grab behind your right thigh, pull it into your chest. Relax your head and neck, whether it's on the floor or on your blanket. We're getting a stretch right through this hip area here. Nice deep breaths. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Cross it over, pull it back, and breathe. One side's going to be tighter than the other. That is okay. That is normal. Just send oxygen to that area. And it's important as we're stretching something that may not be comfortable that we don't send tension to other areas of the body. Go ahead, bring that foot down. One last hug. Hug is always a nice reset. Hug the knees to the chest. One more time, inhaling here. And exhale. Good. Let's go ahead and take some time for a little relaxation. You can leave your knees bent. You can walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and let your knees collapse together. That's sometimes very comfortable. Your legs can be stretched out. You can also cross your legs like we were in the easy sit pose, and you can just I always get a nice stretch through my hip flexors when I'm in this pose. So however you would like to be, hands across your belly or at your side. You can close your eyes or gaze at the ceiling. And take a deep inhale here. And exhale. Remember, whatever position you choose, you can always change that position. So don't be uncomfortable in relaxation. I want you to start at the top of your head, and we are going to melt all tension and stress out of our body as we work our way down our body. From the top of our head, making your way down, softening your forehead. Your eyes sink into the back of your head as you relax your temples. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, the back of your head is supported by the floor, your blanket. The muscles of your neck relax with stress melting out of the front and the back of your neck. Picturing a waterfall. The waterfall starts at your shoulders and goes all the way down to your fingertips. As the waterfall runs down your arms, any tension releases and relaxes. The tension flows out of your fingertips. As you take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, relaxing the muscles of your chest and your back, your abdomen, your lower back. Inhale here and exhale. Making your way from your hips to your toes. Think of that same waterfall. So waterfall beginning at your hips, making it all the way to your toes. As the water flows down your legs, past your knees, your ankles, to your feet and your toes, the tension releases and relaxes as you go. Take the time here to relax. Tension releases. Allow your mind to wander. I'm going to leave you here in relaxation, so take as much time as you need. When you're ready, get up slowly. Again, my name is Stacy with Aspen Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to subscribe and like, and I will see you again next time.